Um, well, we choose the topic of sex and sexual behaviors because we think that is one of the main topics, the main taboos nowadays. Um, I think this topic is a taboo because we've always been told like we shouldn't talk about sex and sexual behaviors or things related to sex by like our parents or mm, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really influences the religion our culture has because the most part of, I don't know, this region, especially, I don't know, San Pedro, I think most people are, I don't know, they are like Catholic, they're Catholic, and their beliefs are a little more, how do we say, conservative. Yeah, conservative.
I agree with both of them. I think that this topic it's been um like prohibited in our society in some cases, and I don't know, like just having like sexual intercourse or something like that. It's very it's like it's not well seen when you talk about it, and I think it's a very taboo topic if you talk about it with your parents. I think it's much common if you talk with your friends and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, my opinion on why this topic is a taboo topic, it's mainly because I think part of the Mexican culture, it's very conservative, very it it lacks of mind 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 yeah, and I think this comes from our parents and from generations to generations. Yeah.
I agree with that. I think that is because Mexican, as you said, like it's a really conservative culture, and and religion does influence a lot.
Yes, and
But there still are exceptions, like not always in the culture. I mean, there's places that it's not necessarily sex isn't necessarily a taboo topic. I mean, with doctors and what else, sexologists.
Yes, it does influence with who you're talking about. Like, it was difficult. I didn't do it with my parents, but I heard that the people who did it with their parents,
It was awkward.
it was more awkward and or
and
their
I
family.
think that it's mainly because we as members of a society we are always looking to look good or to be accepted or to have a good image with the other members of the society that we have.
Yes, I agree. In my experience, while I was, or while, when I asked, it wasn't just like what I did like in that moment. It was also like why did I choose this? Like I could have made like I don't know another taboo topic or why like I was afraid or kind of nervous and embarrassed. Like what would they think of me or the person I asked.
But you didn't with whom?
It doesn't matter. Like, uh, well, it wasn't like it was a stranger.
Okay.
Yeah, and it it was like, what will he think of me? Like,
Yeah, I think that contemplating what you're saying, like, no, not contemplating, like adding what you're saying. It's yeah, I think it's
Complimenting.
complimenting. Yeah, I think it's more awkward. I think what the reaction, what people are gonna have in us saying stuff like that. I think we talk about it with ourselves. I think, and I think that's like I don't know. Maybe we may think that it's awkward, but I think it's more awkward if we talk to other people about it.
I also think that because our age and our gender, like we should like especially women like think a certain way and like don't think about those types of
Even
types
if
of things.
even if you have like trust in the person you're talking to, it really influences I mean, for example, I did my diary entry of taboo topic with my brother, and even though we have like that confidence and trust and whatever, but still, it's a boy. So maybe I
Yeah,
can
it's
talk
not
about
just-
it with a girl, and it can be kind of like awkward. But if it's a boy, it's more.
Yeah, but it's not your like it's not the same gender. That's why I think we tend to trust more because you have like the same experiences, or you identify more with, of course, with your same gender at times. But, yeah.
Yes, and being like awkward in general is like you're awkward because you're trying to fit in like
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
yeah, like it is like you're trying to society tells you to behave a certain way, and if you don't do that, like it feels weird or uncomfortable.
Like you're the outsider. If you do like something wrong, if you like say something wrong, or like
Yeah.
if you talk about certain topics, like, and it has to do with your like the context you're at, because sometimes at school you don't have that much liberty of talking about certain topics, but if you're at a party or you talk like over at your friend's house or something, I think that's like when you have more liberty to talk about taboo subject. I think it depends on what people are you with and what age the person you're talking to has, and also like yeah, exactly, like your your surroundings. I think affects too.
Well, for me, it did. I changed my opinion. Like now, I don't see taboo topics. Like, well, I when I heard a taboo topic, I analyze it more, and I think that it's not the topic. It's that society tells that that topic is wrong or is not okay to say it. But maybe it's the importance we give as a society to that topic, not what we are talking
I
about.
agree with you. I think, um, in my personal opinion about taboo topics didn't change. I mean, I'm still, how do you say, it? Like,
Oh, okay.
I don't know the word, but I have always felt that taboo topics don't have to be taboo. Don't need to be taboo topics. They must be like just topics, and the society um, shouldn't be like so like judgy. You
Yes.
know, they can, because if you say something like that, you speak like a taboo topic, like in school or something like that, you may be like labeled or just like um,
Name.
yeah, named, or the teacher will tell you something like, don't say that, or I don't know, but
Yes.
I don't I don't think it should be a taboo topic. It really depends on the also in the level of education that people have. I mean, I think that's a way from a topic to stop being taboo. Like in this country, first I think it's the level of education, because if you see like in rural areas, people don't know much about sex. So that's why they hear the word, and it's like, I don't know, like cursing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they don't know like the whole meaning of it.
And they don't have the access to sex ed conferences, education, or even their parents to give some type of advice because they weren't able either to get that type of education. And it's a really common issue here in Mexico. That's why I think that that's the main reason why, though, that is a main topic of that main taboo topic in Mexico.
Yeah, and also I think in Mexico it's like as they already said before, it's like more awkward to talk about it, or yeah, it's odd to talk about it. But if you go, I don't know, to certain parts of to Europe or to the United States, not go so far from here, they have, I think, more liberal kind of thinking. I think also it has to do with religion. It has to do with your spiritual beliefs, and I think that's why in here mainly it's in other parts of the world too. Like I don't know, I think like in Africa, in certain countries of Africa, and certain countries of Asia too. I think it's also a taboo topic to talk about
Yes.
because of your background mainly.
I agree that with information, it's less like a taboo topic. Like, for example, if you go to the doctor and it's something related like with sex in a way, but in health related to sex, it's different. Like for doctors, it's not awkward because it's for your health. It's and um,
But for you, it's still uncomfortable.
yeah,
That's
for
the
you,
mindset that needs to be changed, I think. Like,
yes.
even for, like, the professional, it's okay. That's, like, that's something, I don't know, a step forward? I don't know. But what we are the ones who need to change more, the society, I think.
Yes, and I think that in some years it could be like it would be less. If we made it like it could be less a taboo topic, like another topic.
Yeah, because my my look in this topic is that with more information, there is less questions, and with less questions, I think there is less uncertainty, and with less uncertainty, there's less awkwardness or
Uncomfortable. Yeah.
uncomfortable situations. I think.
Yeah, I think in my personal view too, I think, yeah, I mean, it sounds cheesy, but it starts with us, like, to have that, like, mental change, to think in a more open way, and to accept, like, certain topics, and in our daily life, not only, for a class or something, I mean, to really apply it in our daily
life.
yeah, daily life, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if you want to add something else.
Comment.
We'll just present.
Difficult parts. I mean,
Well,
my brother. I did it with my brother. Like my diary entry, it was really difficult because he got mad at me and he got uncomfortable himself, and he yelled at me and asked me to like leave the room. And I was like, okay, that was my difficult part.
I tried to talk with my sister, and yeah, she got very uncomfortable because she thought that I was like no, yeah,
Judging her.
yeah, and that I knew something and I didn't want to. Yeah.
for me, it's what I said. Like how is people going to see me? Like in a way. In general, I don't care, but in this thing, like it was really a trouble for me, and was so uncomfortable. Like even I did it, and some days later, I was like, why I did that? Like I should have done anything else, but I mean, like I
It's
already
not
said,
wrong. It's not wrong.
like the topic, it's whatever, but the things like around like
The
saying
surroundings are the problem. It's not the topic.
Yeah, it's not wrong, right? It's just the perspective you give to it.
Yeah. I think that's all.
that
Thanks.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
bye.